2011, peak Barcelona and perhaps peak Pep Guardiola. LaLiga won, having scored 95 goals, 96 points gained, Champions League claimed, but the cherry on top was the European Super Cup and the Club World Cup. 10 years later, Barcelona are still the best team on the planet, but it's not the men as 2022 begins, it's the women who run the world. Hello there and welcome to Football Now from Doha. My name is Sam Ashoon. Now remember those days when Barcelona literally won everything and the only problem on the horizon was what would happen when Lionel Messi left? They even invented a word for it, Messi dependencia. Well now he has gone, but the truth is the decline had begun way before Leo said adios to Barca and bonjour to PSG. So just what has happened with the fallen giants that are Barcelona FC?
Where has it all gone wrong? It's probably going to be a whole book in years to come. It is a problem that has worked its way through the whole club. It's probably from the last decade. You think that La Masia, when Pep Guardiola was there, and they could name a team almost totally of players who come through the club's academy. They just got things wrong in that they were selling the best players and they were buying inferior players. They weren't good enough to be playing in the top 2 or 3 Champions League team in the world, never mind a top 2 or 3 team in Spanish football.
So just about everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in Catalonia, and in a relatively short space of time too. In August 2017, the big three of Neymar, Messi and Luis Suarez was broken up by the departure of Neymar. But on the pitch, things start to fall apart with a 3-0 defeat in Rome, eliminating Barca from the Champions League. The following year, lightning strikes twice as Liverpool perform another miraculous comeback. Antoine Griezmann signs for €120 million. But a couple of months later, COVID strikes and Barca's finances begin to unravel as the players are asked to take a 70% pay cut. Disgruntled or not, just 4 months later, they suffer an 8-2 defeat to Bayern Munich. A month later, club icon Lionel Messi announced that he wants to leave. The club stand firm and refuse to let him go, but inexplicably they do release Luis Suarez on a free transfer. Suarez ends the following season as a champion at Atletico Madrid, whilst Barca are embroiled in the farce that was the European Super League. In June, they signed Manchester City legend Sergio Aguero, who tells the media he can't wait to play with international teammate Leo Messi. 6 months later, Aguero was retired and Messi didn't even last that long at Barca. By August, Messi had bid a fond farewell to the place that he'd call home for the last 2 decades. But could they cope without one of the greatest players of all time?
And he has dragged them through the last 3 or 4 seasons, and that's probably papered over a few of the cracks. Now that he's gone and they can't depend on him, any team would miss a world-class talent like Messi. They have to learn to live without Lionel Messi. But unfortunately, as they've had to live without him, it has coincided with the worst point in their modern history, where they're broke and they can't bring in the players to make up for the loss of Lionel Messi.
Well, in December, they exited the Champions League at the group stage for the first time since the year 2000. Xavi has returned from Qatar to help bring back the glory days and perhaps bring back that 4-letter word that they've been missing in recent times: hope. Now let's talk about the other half of this great club. Barcelona Femení, as they are known, are on the crest of a proverbial wave. Incredibly, they only turned professional 7 years ago in 2015. But by 2017, they already had their hands on silverware, winning the Spanish Cup as well as finishing runners-up in the league, which they repeated in both 2018 and 2019. A comprehensive defeat in 2019's Champions League final against the team who have dominated the women's game, Lyon, saw how far they still had to go to compete at the top level. In 2020, they clinched their first Spanish title. 2021 began with a historic occasion as they graced the Nou Camp for the first time, taking on local rivals Espanyol. A 5-star show saw them win the derby by 5-0. The season then ended with them winning the title with ease, and the same could be said for the Champions League, as they beat Chelsea by 4-0. Even so, there was a change of manager in the summer as the 29-year-old Jonathan Giraldez was entrusted with the club that has become football's most dominant force.
I think the keywords that would define them are ambition and hard work. With these values, they are able to show the best combinative football. Also, there are highly talented players in the team, not only national, but also international ones, which gives them a lot of versatility that can surprise their opponent. For me, the change in women's football in Spain has only just begun. There is also a lot to do, especially when it comes to professionalizing and giving them visibility. But without a doubt, it's a big step for Spanish women's football.
21 games, 21 wins, 110 goals scored and just 5 conceded, a 100% win rate. For Barcelona, Femení 2022 sees another league title as good as done and dusted, meaning that they can concentrate on a Champions League quarter-final clash with Real Madrid, who in this context are very much the minnows and underdogs in the topsy-turvy world of women's football. Things can only get better then for the men. After a dismal start under Ronald Koeman and a slight upturn under Xavi, they had won 9, drew 8 and lost 7 up until the end of 2021. That is a win percentage of just 37.5%. Well, do get in touch letting us know your opinions on the two Barcelonas using the hashtag FootballNowBarca, and we'll see you next time for more Football Now.